So this week we've got a just a quick and dirty dyno tune for a naturally aspirated 350Z. I can tell you guys that it's not looking good. So it is an 03, so the car is a little bit on the old side, but it made a whopping 190 horsepower. So I don't know what's all done to this car. Hopefully it doesn't have headers, because if it does, it's pretty pathetic. So we're gonna tune it on UpRev. It's been a while since I've used UpRev, but still should be good. Oh goodness! So let's get this one going. So looking at this car, it actually does have headers. It's got shorty headers on it. It looks like. Well, I'm not too sure what header it is, but it definitely has a header. So yeah, it's pretty ass-tastic. Now the thing is that this car is a DE, so it's a 03, and the thing about 03s is that they don't have wideband O2s, so it could be that the car is just running extremely lean, which is very possible. So on 03, 04 cars, having a aftermarket wideband gauge is like an actual must. Just for reference though, 05 cars with widebands, they're not super accurate anyway, so a wideband is ideal. You can tune an NA car on the factory widebands with no problems, but I would highly recommend an actual AFR gauge on a boosted, even a boosted 05 car. So we're gonna go ahead and see, hopefully we can net some more power out of this thing. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check the codes on it, just to make sure that the car is running, you know, there's no codes that's gonna cause like how it drives and stuff like that. So O2 sensor, bank 1, sensor 2. Okay. So, I mean, he's got a knock sensor code, and that's probably the cause of our problems there. Not having O2s is not good either, but okay. So now we have an idea. I'll talk to the customer, see what he wants us to do, but that's definitely a problem there. So we've been cleaning up the AFR, and it's actually bringing us a good bit of power. The car was running pretty lean. So we've richened it up just a hair. And so what you have to do, because this car is a narrowband car, and what you got to do is I basically record the wideband gauge. So I record it with the camera, and I kind of overlay it onto the data log, and I look at like the AFR target, and you dial in the math based off of that. So for instance, this car was actually seeing like 13 ones all the way up at red line, which is obviously way too lean. So I've actually richened it up to about 12.5 or so, and you can see that it's already netting more power right off the rip. So the car's running happier. The next thing too is that I've increased the rev limiter up to 7, from 65-ish to 7, and you can see that power is starting to dip off, but it's still holding a bit better. So it's still pretty happy around the 7,000 RPM range. So we're gonna leave it there. But as you can see here from this is our base run. This is with clearing the codes. And then from here, these last two runs, I basically disabled the knock sensor altogether, just because with it on, it's gonna put it in limp mode. And you can see that disabling the knock sensor temporarily, we've already picked up a 12 horsepower or so, give or take. But you can see just from cleaning up the AFRs, we've actually picked up 10 horsepower. So it's making a difference there. I'm gonna let it cool down. I'm gonna do one more test hit, and just to verify my AFRs are good. Once the AFRs look good, we're gonna start moving on to timing. So just to give you guys an idea of how this all works is I'm going to go ahead and get the car almost set up on the dyno. So I have to lock the car at 2,500 RPM for the run to start. So I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna get this log going, and then we're going to just record the actual wideband. Pretty on point, so I think we're good to go. Okay, so I've basically looked over the video, and I've made my changes to the math. And we're pretty on point. We're a little bit off in certain areas, but the problem with this is that there's no perfect way of doing this, unfortunately. So it's pretty damn close. On an NA car, I think we're okay, but there's some spots that I'd like to richen up just a hair, and then that should get us in the ballpark. Okay, car's been sitting for a little bit. We're gonna let this thing kind of come up to temp real quick, and we're gonna do one last hero run. But I kind of think that is it for this car. I just don't really foresee it making any more power than what it already has. I mean, its base run was only 189, so you know, we'll say 190 because we're nice. So even after sitting for an hour, it basically made the exact same power. Torque, virtually the same as well. So I think that's really it. I don't think this car is making any more power, but from, you know, 190 to 224, I mean, that's a pretty normal gain that they see from tuning. So I say that's basically in line though. All right, so for the most part, I am done. There's not really much else I can do to this thing, in my opinion. Except for annoy the kids and the people in the neighborhood now, because as always, everyone wants pops and bangs. Look at me, I'm so cool. Wow, so amazing. I can annoy people now, yay! Wow, so awesome. Much awesome, so cool. Lame. Whatever, pays the bills. Okay, so unfortunately this one's done. Not much else I can do. So we'll call it a day, let him come pick it up, and then we are done.